Hi friends, good morning. Prakash Subramanian, author of Happy Married Life and a relationship coach. Today I'm here with yet another very important topic. People generally lie, right? I lie, you lie, everyone lies. But in a relationship, lies comes in the way of a happy married life. Today I'm here to discuss about a couple who has broken up because one of the partner had lied to the other, right? So the whole relationship gets spoiled because of this. Lies, lack of trust, betrayal, and its impact in relationships. That is the topic for the day. Um, my imaginary character today is Vani, right? She is the only daughter of her parents. Vani lost her father at a very tender age, and she was completely brought up by her mom, single parent, after going through loads of struggles. Because what happens when Vani's father died, there were hardly any relations who came to their help. So typically, when one of the parent dies, the other partner goes through a lot of sufferings, and with all that humiliations, sufferings, lack of support, um, you know, the other partner had brought up Vani. Vani's father's relations, nobody stood by her mom. So, despite all the odds, Vani was given very good education by her mother, single mother, and she gave everything for her so that she is able to bring up her child and show to the world that yes, life is full of possibilities and opportunities, and she had given everything to her for the sake of her daughter. Now, what happened is Vani didn't look at the good things her mom did. She was on a fault finding committee. What her mom didn't do, like every day, her mom used to go out to the bus stop, go with Vani, drop her at the bus stop, and then when she comes, she picks her from the bus stop to the house. That is the level of love and affection her mom had towards her. Not only that, like any function, anything, she never gave up on Vani. She always stood by her. So it so happened, that she graduated, but during the process of graduation, she picked up certain habits. I don't want to debate what habit it is or why it is or so. That's not the objective of the discussion here. And she got a job after she completed her graduation. She got a job. She joined a multinational company, and her habits were compounded or magnified when she started working because she felt, look, I have the freedom today. I can do whatever I want to. Nobody can question me. So now what happened? She started going more addicted into her habits. And unfortunately, her mom was completely ignorant of her habits completely. So what happened? Her mom thought she is of marriageable age. She had to fulfill her responsibilities, and rightly so. As a parent, when I see, or when you see as a parent, obviously the motivation is to get a child married, settle down in life so that they can focus on their priorities and so on. So what happened? She started looking out for an alliance, found a boy who, cares for love, culture, warmth, etc. And for him, family bonding and culture is supreme more than anything else. So her mom decided, okay, she will proceed with the marriage. So she asked her daughter. Her daughter said, yes, go ahead, you can. Though she does not believe in an institution called marriage. So this went on, and as usual, there was a lot of funfare about marriage, etc. So her mom got her only daughter married, and now she thought she can be a little free. Somehow, habits, particularly old habits, die hard, right? So Vani was pursuing her habits not without the knowledge of her husband or his families. One day, her mother in law was aware of what she was doing. She didn't confront her, but what she did, she was very diplomatic. She put it to her son that look, so and so is doing this now. It's against our family values and culture. You need to stop this and tell her that this is not right. Her son trusted his wife than the mother and father. So what happened? Again, Vani was proceeding with lot of Josh. She was under the impression that there is nobody to question. One day, her mother-in-law caught her red-handed. She told, look, this is against the family values and culture. And she also brought it to the notice of her son. Look, today I am more direct. Now you have to take appropriate action. Her son, instead of siding by his parents, he sided by his wife. He said, look, I have complete trust and faith in her, and I believe she doesn't do all this. If you're not comfortable, you can leave. His parents, with a very heavy heart, left the house. Okay? Usually, any parent always wants the best for their children. So with a heavy heart, they had to go out of the house, because when her son says that, I will side with my wife and not with you, it is but obvious that her presence is not needed. So the parents went out. Vani felt very happy. She said, very good, fantastic dog, you have stood by me. But on the backside, she was continuing with her habits. This went on for some time because she felt there is nobody to catch her or question her. One day, Vani's husband came home very quick. It was then he realized what his mom was speaking about. Alright? So here, he couldn't accept what Vani is doing. Because for him, family values, culture, traditions are supreme and non-compromisable. And he felt Vani had betrayed his trust. He also felt he had been given a very raw deal by Vani and her family. He was not able to come to terms because he stood by his wife. That is the level of trust and faith he had in her. He had sent his parents out. The guilt, the shame was pricking him. Now, this is something which he was not able to accept at all. And later on, he figured out that she had many other things which she had hidden from her husband. Now, that is like adding insult to injury. Now, in a situation like this, which is very tough, see, it is always better to say no than saying never, right? In case you're right, and if you have done you have said a lie, it is better that you accept, yes, I have lied, rather than somebody finding it out and then leading to unwanted complications in the relationship. To hide one lie, one has to tell 10 or 100 lies. That is exactly what had happened in Vani and her husband's case. Vani's husband said, I've had enough. I call it quit. Vani, without a iota of a remorse, was not even defending herself, nor she pleaded with her husband, okay, let's patch up somewhere. She said, okay, if you do not want, it's your call, but I will not change my way. Now, this is exactly another area which is called ego, right? How the ego also affects the relationship. So what happened? Her husband said, okay, enough. Please, let's part comfortably. So in a situation like this, according to you, what Vani must have done? Okay? In a situation like this, what Vani's husband must have done? Her husband wants separation. Is he right in asking for separation on the grounds that Vani's habits are against his family culture? Also, if at all the couple are asked to go for counseling, who has to go? Vani or her husband or both? If you're a coach, if you're a mentor, or if you're a guide, guru, whatever, what will be your action plan for Vani and her husband, according to you? Okay? Have you come across anybody like Vani or her husband in your life? Do write to us at info@prakashsubramanian.com or share your views in the comment box. Your inputs is very useful. So what are you waiting for? I'll be waiting for you to share your comments, right? Thank you.